Are we rolling? We are indeed. Right, what is going on, boys? How are we doing? I'm officially 12, 14 and 16 weeks out from my natural bodybuilding competitions. Now, the 12-week one out isn't confirmed. To be honest, none of them are confirmed just yet. We're gonna see what my physique looks like shredded first before we make any decisions on shows. So the first goal is to get shredded. Now today, we are gonna run through a full day of eating. I've woke up a lot later than I usually would. I mean, I've not just woke up, I've only just started my day because I ended up down a rabbit hole this morning of cameras. So I only realised this morning, after watching other people's content, I was thinking, why does everyone else's content look so much better than mine? They've all got these Sony A7S IIIs and I've got the Canon EOS R, which at this point, I've had it for about a year, but it's quite outdated considering, you know, how fast technology advances. So I've only just discovered that this camera actually does do 4K, but it is cropped. Like, you're on a 15mm lens right now, which should be very, very wide, but it's not, it's cropped in. Now, first meal is breakfast. Pre-workout meal because I will be going to the gym shortly after consuming this. We have got 80 grams of frosted flakes there. Very, very simple. Pre-workout meal. Don't complicate things too much. We want a high quality protein source which is going to digest very well, aka a protein shake. I would opt for something which is lower in fat, so something like chicken breast or a protein shake or cod, something like that. I would avoid like beef mince, eggs, what else is there? Salmon, so higher fat protein sources. I would avoid those pre-workout. Fat is going to slow down your digestion. You don't really want that food sat in your stomach for a long period of time, especially considering I'm going to go to the gym about 90 minutes after I've consumed this, and so I don't want it sitting there. We also want something which is lower in fibre, so when you're picking your carb source, make sure it's lower in fibre. So cereal is perfect because there is a little bit of fibre but not much. I would avoid something like sweet potato, or a lot of people like oats pre-workout. I personally don't, just because I find it does sit in my stomach for quite a while and doesn't digest too well. So that is the first meal. I will put the calories, macros on screen for this. And then in about 90 minutes, like I say, we're gonna go to the gym. We've got check-ins to do first. We have got just 3 weeks left on the summer shred for the boys who are on that. And we have seen some ridiculous transformations already. I am very, very, very excited to share those with you all. But I will see you when we head to the gym. Baby, turn around and let me see. Right, we're at the gym. Upper is on the cards. It is boiling hot. What temperature is it? Let's have a little look. 21 degrees. Way too hot to be in a quarter zip. And here I am, sweating my tits off. My pre-workout of choice for today is Dark Stims. Shout out Dan Ewan, thank you very much. He sent me this months ago, but I've still got a couple of scoops left. And then intra workout is My Proteins in EAA. We've got Cola Cubes flavour today. I've ran out of the pineapple flavour, which is absolutely beautiful. Something which I've learned recently, right? I didn't actually know this, but EAAs, if you were to drink them through the session and just sip on them, it doesn't spike MPS, muscle protein synthesis, at all. Well, it does a little bit, but it doesn't maximally stimulate it, which is what we want. JP actually posted about this, which I didn't actually know. So if you're sipping on EAAs, it's pretty much pointless. Yes, it will contribute to your total daily protein intake, but it won't actually spike MPS, which is what we want. So if you're going longer than 4 hours between your pre and post workout meal, you need to down your EAAs and then you can sip on your intra workout carbohydrates. But obviously my EAA is an all-in-one solution. The only reason I'm not taking it out is just because I don't have any cordial to mix with if I was to just have cyclic dextrin. If I was to just have cyclic dextrin, I'd have to drink plain water because I've not got any cordial at mine. So that's the only reason why I stuck with the EAAs. It's also got electrolytes in there as well. So I suppose that's an added bonus. But yeah, just wanted to update you boys on that. If you're having EAAs and sipping on them, down it before your workout and then sip on your carbohydrate powder during, else the EAAs aren't really going to be doing much at all. Right, okay, so I've had an absolute nightmare. The time is currently 10 to 6 and I've only had one meal all day, and that was at 12 o'clock. The protein shake and the cereal, which you saw me eat before I went to the gym. Obviously I've had the cyclic dextrin intra and EAAs, but like I said before my session, those EAAs won't have stimulated muscle protein synthesis. So is this optimal? Absolutely not. So any clients or Jack, if you're watching this did not happen. Ignore this. I wouldn't recommend doing what I've done here, but life happens, shit happens. I spent too much time this morning going down a rabbit hole on my phone with cameras, but I'll learn from a lesson. The big rocks are still getting hit. I'm still gonna get hit my total daily protein intake. I'm still gonna hit my daily protein intake. Yes, it might be crammed in across the last 5 or 6 hours of today, which is not ideal, but it's still going to get done. My training session's been done, my cardio's been done, steps I've almost finished anyway, so by the end of the day I will have hit those, so I'm still doing enough to make progress. Now, is every day as disorganised as this? No, I've probably picked the worst possible day to do a full day of eating, but it's realistic, it's honest, so I'm not going to bullshit you, I'm not going to pretend like every day is 100% optimal, because it's not. Shit happens. We've had even more of a nightmare because there was no sandwiches left. Like, I'm talking, there was about 4 on the fridge. So we've had to get one of these 50 grams of protein shake. I suppose it means it leaves more carbs and fats for later, so I'll be going Nando's and we might actually have some room for some garlic bread or some chips, because I've been having, my Nando's has been chicken butterfly, broccoli and spicy rice, which is about 600 calories, which is pretty good for a Nando's. So I might be able to afford some garlic bread or chicken thighs, because chicken butterfly, it's not dead, but it's not chicken thighs. Right, we're at Nando's. I'm absolutely starving. I need to go through my fatness pal. I've got a lot of calories, and the film starts at 9 and finishes at 10 to 12, so I'll have a protein shake whilst I'm watching the film, and then I've got my food here, but I've got to work out how many calories I've got. Could be chicken butterfly, and then I reckon spicy rice and garlic bread, or chips, pre-salted chips. She reckons they're overrated. They're not overrated. They're fire. Look at these, man. Cookie sandwich. Morrison's just all the goats. Oh, look at that. Look how many calories are in it. I bet they can't read. It's more than 700.
I've just seen it.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
936 calories, man. I bet it's fire though. As if you're having one of them. That's not fair. Right, the Nando's has been demolished. It felt nice to actually be full after having a Nando's. We've gone for the cinema snacks. Sweet and salty popcorn. Half of this bag is 250 calories, so not too bad. And then we've got cookies. Won't be consuming the whole pack, just the one. White chocolate cookies, by the way. My absolute favourite. And then we've got a protein shake. Millionaire shortbread. I've not tasted this before. In fact, we'll give them a quick taste test. Just a little sip, because we can't do this whilst we're in the cinema. That'd be a little bit rude. Oh, it's actually fire. Fire. They do a white chocolate one, which I don't actually like. Tom B. Lifts, actually, I saw he put it on his story, and he thought it was fire. I think it's vile, and I absolutely love white chocolate. So we're going to go to the cinema. Going to watch Fast and Furious number 10. I've not heard great things, I'll be honest. Apparently it's really unrealistic, like most of them, to be honest, but we'll see. Well, that was absolutely fucking dreadful. Jesus Christ, it just got more and more unrealistic as the film went on. It started off alright, and then it just got progressively worse, and then the last like 5-10 minutes out, me and Sally just looked at each other and was like, have you seen this? Are they being serious? That was the most chaotic full day of eating I think I've ever done on this channel, ever. But we still got the job done. Still hit calories, almost hit protein. I was only 10 grams off. I don't think my muscle's gonna disappear overnight because I was 10 grams short on my protein just for one day. Calories to finish were 2,594. So I was actually 60 calories under, but I did have one bite of Sally's the double cookie with the, I don't even know what was inside, but that was a 900 calorie cookie sandwich, so I had a bite of that, so that probably filled the 60 calorie gap. So we finished on 190 grams of protein, 292 grams of carbs, and 70 grams of fat. Now yes, the fat was higher than it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to be on 50 grams of fat on a training day and 350 grams of carbs, but at the end of the day, like I said yesterday, it's not my usual full day of eating. It was very chaotic and I won't let it happen again, sir. But that is the end of the full day of eating. I'll make sure to do another one on a rest day where calories are obviously lower, and I've actually got to be a little bit more inventive with my food because I do actually eat normal food on a day-to-day basis. So I'll show you that. If you are interested in online coaching, joining the team, there's a link down below to apply. If you did enjoy this, drop a comment down below, like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.